What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good? What's up, people? What's up? What up, what up, what up? What up? What's good? It's me, L Teddy 27. I'm back again, and we're here for a review. New show alert, new show alert, new show alert. This is going to be a new show. We are doing our review for the Netflix original series, Blood and Water. New show on Netflix. New show here on my channel. This is going to be season 1, episode 1. It's entitled Fixation. Now, when I saw the trailer for the show, I was immediately intrigued. Probably because the main character was black, but you know, hey, I'm not gonna lie. When I go on Netflix, I do go on to see how many black characters there are. I'm just saying. I look for black first. I look LGBT second, and then I look for something that's going to either make me laugh or something that's going to twist my mind. So that's the hierarchy. Okay. Anyway, so it's all about this African girl, and her name is Pulang. I think they're in Africa. I'm pretty sure they're in Africa, but her name is Pulang, and she is her family. She has a little brother. She's her mom and dad. Her mom and dad are separated. And we find out that early on that her older sister, I don't know how old she is yet because I've only seen episode 1, but I know her oldest sister at the start of the movie is turning 17. Problem is the oldest sister was kidnapped and abducted from the hospital. And the series is about her possibly finding her oldest sister. So, but we'll get there during the, reviews of this wonderful series. So let's get right down to it. So we start off with Pulang. She's in her room. And she's there. She's really gloomy. She's just laying in the bed. You know how you lay in the bed and you look around your room and just are just staring into the abyss, into the nothingness. And it gives us a chance to look at some things, excuse me, she has in and around her room. So after that, we see that there's a party going on outside of her room. And there's a party going on at the house. The mom is throwing a birthday party. And I at first thought the mom was throwing a birthday party for her. Her mom said, everybody's been looking for you. Can you go put this vase on the table? She goes and does that, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they had this big 3-tier birthday cake that had the number 17. And I was like, oh, she's turning 17. Come to find out, they're celebrating the 17th birthday of the mom and dad's oldest child that was abducted from the hospital when the child was born. So, and there's a crowd there, like all the family, friends, and other members of the family, I guess, came over to help celebrate. And Pulang is just not into it. She's there, she's going through the motions, but she is not into it at all, okay? After that, we see the dad, her brother, I think her brother's name is Sia or something like that, something with an S, but I think it's Sia. Anyway, her little brother comes and asks, is he coming? Is he coming? Now, I thought that maybe the little brother was talking about maybe her boyfriend or somebody, or maybe his friend or something. He was talking about their father. And the father does eventually come, and the father brings them gifts and so forth. And we find out that the father and the mother are separated. And while the father's giving them gifts and so forth, and he's talking to her friend, we meet her best friend, whose name is, I wrote this little girl's name down, Zelma. Her best friend's name is Zelma. Zelma FaceTimes her and tells her about this cool party that she's been invited to. And she just met this boy, and the boy invited her to this cool party, and she's supposed to get in VIP, and she wants Pulang to go with her. And she was like, no, you know how my mom and my dad and my family is about this day. We have to celebrate the birthday. Now, the oldest daughter who was abducted, name is, I think it's Puleme, but they call her Pule. They say Pule, I guess, for short. Yeah, Pule. And so Pulin tells her, no, I can't go. It's gonna have to be a no for me. And so the dad goes in there and talks to the mom while Puling is on FaceTime. When Puling is off FaceTime, she goes in there and the dad is leaving. And the brother notices the dad's leaving first because the brother's been waiting for the dad to get there all day. So the brother notices that the dad is leaving. The brother and Pulang goes in there and says, "Why is he leaving? You made him leave." And she's all upset with her mom because she believes that her mom made her dad leave. So her mom says, "Well, your dad said he had something to do." And so she's upset. The brother's upset. She's so upset. She calls her best friend back and says, right there in front of the mom, it says, "I'm going to the party, but I'll be ready in however long," she said. Right in the face of the mom. And the mom was like, "No, you not. Don't go." Baby, she went in that room and slammed that door. Next thing we know, she was crawling out the window, dressed to go to this party. Went out the backyard and went to see, got in the car with her friend. They was on their way to the party, honey. So the party is at this club. It seemed to be a real nice club. I mean, it had upstairs, downstairs. It had the lights, the glamour, the action. And they talked on the way there about the club being a place where a lot of fancy rich people went. And the fact that Zelma had been invited there by this dude she had been talking to. And his name is Chris. And she was all excited about him. We find out he's a white boy. And she's all enamored with him. And he got her in VIP. So they get to the door. The bouncer say, "Yeah, you invited, you on the VIP list, Zelma. This other chick, I don't have no Pulang on no VIP list." So Pulang outside, she was like, "Hold on, let me go talk to Chris." So he goes in and talk to Chris. Chris comes to the bouncer and they let him in. They get in. They in VIP. So there's a lot of fancy people there. People doing drugs and alcohol. Now, what was surprising to me is we know Pulang is at least younger than 17. So she's probably 16 or younger. Pulang is out in this club taking shots, ordering drinks. They got, and I don't know if this was a club or this was someone's house, but it did look like a club to me. The way they had it fixed up, it looked like a club. But it was a bunch of high school kids there. They were drinking. And it was like a full-on bar. So that's why I was like, it has to be a club. But anyway, they was drinking. And I found it funny. I was like, wow. Like, I could see them drinking if these were high schoolers at a house party. But this appeared to be a club. We'll see. Anyway, but they drink it openly and freely. Now, while they were on the dance floor, if you go and watch the episode, tell me if you noticed the dude that has a whole ass disco ball on his head. Like, you see just dude dance around and has the disco ball as like a helmet. You can't even see his face. He's just got on this whole ass disco ball over his head. I died laughing at the disco ball guy dancing on the dance floor. It was so hilarious. So hilarious. Anyway, she goes in, at one point, she goes into the this room or whatever, and baby, Zelma is getting her whole box ate out by the Chris guy. I mean, he is eating away at her. She's like, oh, and so baby Zelma is getting dough, honey. And so after that, she walks out and she goes to sit on this couch or whatever. Next thing you know, this phone is next to her and the phone is just ringing. So she got so annoyed, she picks up the phone and answers it. And it's some lady, it's someone's mom, and she asks for Wade. And she's like, well, this is not Wade. This is Pulang, and I don't know where he is. And she asks the people around, does anybody know where Wade is? And they tell her he's out there by the photo booth. So she goes out there, she finds Wade, and we meet Wade, who's also one of the major characters in the series. Wade is a photographer. He likes to take pictures and so forth. And he talks to his mom. But let's get to the good stuff. Wade talks to Pulang, and they kind of meet and, exchange pleasantries and so forth. And Wade starts taking pictures of her, like profile pictures of her. And he looks at the pictures and he says, and then he goes, takes his, he shows her the picture, and she says, "Oh, that's really pretty. I've never seen myself look that good. I don't usually like pictures." And then he scrolls through his phone, through the memory of his pictures again, and he shows her a picture of the girl whose party it is. He says, "You look exactly like her. Y'all have the same facial features and same eyes and face structure." She was like, and so Pulang looks at the girl and goes, "She's way too pretty to look like me." But they do look alike. And so we find, and then he's, all of a sudden, she comes out on this big balcony with a birthday cake. And he was like, "There she is right there. This is her party. Today's her birthday." And on top of the birthday cake, what does it say? 17. And so Pulang is like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute." She starts putting everything together. She was like, "Is this coincidence? Like, am I really tripping?" That's what you could see her gears grinding. So anyway, she gets home, baby. And the mama was waiting for her, honey. And her and the mama go back and forth. And she basically told the mama, she said, "Listen, I don't like this party y'all have every year for our sister that's not here." She said, "It feels like you love her more than you love me and Sia. And I don't understand it. And you neglecting us for somebody who's not even here. We don't even know her. We never even met her. You don't even really know her." I was like, "Oh." But that was a good way to deflect from the fact that you just ran out your mama's house and didn't even tell her, and she told you not to go, and you snuck out the house. That was a real good deflection. Now, you did that, Boulain. You did that deflection, because that was a whole ass deflection from the fact that you're supposed to be getting your ass whooped for, sneaking out the house. Phenomenal deflection. Anyway, the next day, she's at school. They play, I don't know what game. Was it cricket? One of the games where they have the little curved, little bat looking thing. I don't think it's cricket. It might be cricket. It might be one of them little games that they play in other parts of the world that we do not have no parts of here in America. Anyway, so they playing that at school. Pulang is out of it. She's still daydreaming, still trying to fixate on trying to figure out if the girl from the night before was her sister or not. So she's missing, the ball, and she's missing her plays, and the coach is yelling, teammates yelling. After the game, she's there because they lose the game, and some white girl on the team with her starts yelling at her, talking about something. "If you keep playing like that, we ain't gonna win nothing." And they go back and forth, back and forth. Baby, they get the white girl slapped her first, I think. Yeah, I think the white girl slapped her first, and then next thing you know, Pulang went in and let have and started dragging her. She started dragging her for everything she was worth, beating her down. Baby Zelma is trying to get Pulang's attention. She was like, because she's looking at something on her phone. She was like, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this?" Child. Come to find out, what Zelma was trying to show her was an article in the local paper about, or on the internet about, her dad being connected to her sister's abduction. Said that her dad had connections with some adoption company that likes to steal children and so forth, and he got money for the baby and so forth and so on. So she goes to the principal's office. Principal let her know, "While I know you may be upset because the article about your dad, that don't excuse the fact that you put your hands on this girl. You have discipline here in a couple of days. You might not want to be late. Your mom and daddy coming to get you." Mom and daddy comes. The dad is talking to her because she asked the dad straight out about the article. The dad said, "Well, you can't believe everything you read. These, there's more to it." Trying to explain away what the article was saying. And he was telling the mom and the sister, and not the sister, but the mom and Pulang, trust him. Trust him. And there goes my lighting. And so after that, the mom and dad talked to her about, everything that's going on. After that, You see Pulang, she's at home. She's still taking care of her brother. And I guess she's babysitting like a normal teenager would their little brother and sister. So she's talking to her brother in the room, and after she sends him to the room, she goes in this other room. And we had saw her pass by that other room earlier, but I didn't make a note of it. But then when I saw her go in this room again, I made note of it. And inside that other room, she has this wall. And you know how people, when they're trying to solve a case, they have the strings and the little thumbtacks and one string going to the next thumbtack and the next string and all of these articles and everything. She got all that about the sister. And I don't know if she did it or if the mom did it, but somebody in the house now created this elaborate puzzle about who the sister really is or where she is. Anyway, she texts the guy, she sends the boy Wade a message on Instagram, and he messages her back, and from his Instagram, she finds the girl. Her name is Fakile Beled, or Fakil Beled. She calls herself Fix, for short. That's her nickname, but I think it's Fakile or Fakil Beled. Pulang then starts to try to put together, she starts looking at all the pictures and trying to put things together in her head, trying to piece together. She takes one of the articles off of her little wall things and starts to do research on the internet. She's trying to put the pieces together. The next day at the library, she and Zelma are there. And, she done told Zelma about what she know. Zelma's still talking about the boy Chris and still going on and on and on about the boy Chris, how fine he is and how cute he is. And then she would say, look at his genetics. It's the genetics. He has great genes. And immediately, Pulang said, oh, a DNA test. So you see her go look up DNA tests, and she quickly realizes, boo, you can't do no DNA test if you're a minor without parental consent. So then she calls Wade. She tells Wade, I need you to take me to one of your swim meets, because she finds out that the girl Fix likes to swim. So Wade takes her. Wade likes her. And Wade thinks she's trying to holler at him. She ain't trying to holler at him at all. She's trying to get to her sister, who she believes is her sister. So Wade, she goes over to the school. Wade invites her in. They go to the swim meet. She doing this, that, and the third. And I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. So was she in front of all of these hundreds of scores of teenagers at the swim meet? The girl bag right there, she called herself finna try and steal the bag or go in the girl bag, as if you don't have hundreds of people watching you. Come on now. Anyway, before she could get anywhere, the girl came out and said, oh, thank you for handing me my bag, and kept it moving. Baby, she looked up and she done forgot this is the day of the disciplinary hearing. And they had already told her, baby, if you late to the disciplinary hearing, you're going to be suspended. Her dad called her over and over and over and over and over. Baby, she realized she late. She started running. She went to the school. She walked in. They were like, I guess this over there. And she done missed the whole hearing. So she got suspended. So they walking out. The dad and the mom is mad. They going in on her. The dad said, you are grounded. Takes her phone. Baby, they open the door to the school. And who's waiting outside the schoolhouse door? The police, who arrest the dad right then and there. Baby, they get down to that good police. She crying and carrying on. They get down to the police station. The dad tells the mom, listen, y'all need to distance yourself. I don't want Pulang and Sia to have to see me like this or be around this or go through that. So we're going to need a little distance. So he lets the daughter know. He lets Pulang know we're going to need a little bit of distance for a little bit of time until we work all this out. So at some point, the daughter asks the mom, do you really think he did this? And the mom says, if your dad tells us to trust him, then we should start there with trusting him. Finally, that night you see her, she's trying to explain everything to Sia when she gets home. And she's explaining that they're not going to see the dad for a while. And she's trying to be a good big sister and explain everything to Sia. Sia says, but what can we do? What can we do to help him out, to help out the situation? And she was like, I think I have a plan. He was like, you think? And she was like, no, I have a plan. And she, in her mind, she's thinking about the girl and thinking about how the girl may factor into this or try to factor into helping out the dad and making that the dad didn't do this. Long story short, she goes to the mom and says to the mom, I don't want to go back to my school, especially now that I'm suspended and with my dad getting arrested. I want to transfer to this other school. And the other school ends up being the school where Wade and Fix goes. I forgot to say that Wade's mom is also the principal. So that's probably how they're going to get there. And that was the whole episode. It looks to be a great show, y'all. I'm excited about reviewing this. Go to Netflix if you have it. Check out the first episode. Put your comments in the comment section. Let's argue like we always do. And then we'll be back next time. That's all I got for y'all. Until our next review of this show. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.